welcome! The biggest question I get asked is, what needle length should I use? And the answer that I hate to hear, but I'm going to give it to you anyways, is that it honestly depends. Because did you know the skin in different areas of you is going to be thicker or thinner depending on where and how old you are? So let's start from the basics. The older you are, the thinner your skin is going to get. After the age of 18 to 20-ish, your body starts to produce less collagen. So this is why a baby's skin is nice and plump and smooth and your skin is not. In fact, you can actually take skin on your hand and just kind of see how fast it bounces back. And for someone who is older, it's going to take a little bit longer, okay? Also, the skin on your body is thicker than the skin on your face. For me, the skin on my neck is thicker than the skin on my face. On my neck, for example, I can use whatever creams, whatever serums, whatever. I don't get irritation, right? But on my face, it is a lot thinner on my face. So usually the body skin is thicker. And then underneath the eyes is where you have the thinnest skin in your entire body. Underneath the eyes, it's very, very delicate, and that's also why it's the first to show signs of aging. So, when we first see the signs of aging, it's usually around the eyes, crow's feet, etc. The great thing about the Banisher, it comes with 2 replaceable heads. And then all you got to do is just snap it on and take it off just like that, okay? It comes with a 0.5 head for your face. And I generally say 0.5 is a really great multi-purpose, multi-use needle head size length, because 0.5 goes deep enough into the skin to stimulate collagen and elastin, right? It pricks that dermis layer to have your skin interpret that as an injury and replicate mRNA for the collagen matrix, and that's why you also apply vitamin C serum on top. So 0.5 is a good needle length to stimulate collagen without enduring more trauma. And there's been so many studies about this that they have found electrical cell stimulation, like things going on into the building blocks of the skin at a 0.6 depth and higher. So for the eyes though, underneath the eyes, the skin is much thinner. It could be like a 0.3. So here in the replacement heads, there is a 0.25, a 0.5, and a 1.0. And so this is the 0.2 head size. And all you need to do is open the cartridge and snap this back on, and you have a smaller head size here. So you can see this one is smaller than the 1.0. This one is smaller. So use a smaller head size, and you can use it right here underneath the eyes. And it's also really great to use with our eye cream because you want to use a light, non-comedogenic formulation that has squalane, vitamin C, a little bit of alpha hydroxy acids to really brighten the eyes, as well as peptides, okay? So you can use that underneath the eyes. And I really love the shirt. And the reason why I designed it like this is that it can really fit into the nooks and crannies of the skin. I know there's other products that are either rollers or they're like a square shaped. Just not convenient, right? You want something that is just easy to go on the skin. So I use the 0.25 underneath my eyes here. I'm going to be completely honest. I have not done too much under eye care maintenance because it was never a priority of mine. My priority has always been acne scarring, which is why I have a theory that my skin around my temples, like when I smile, there's really not a lot of crow's feet action going on because I've been microneedling the sides of my face for a million bajillion years. So the collagen there is super, super thick and sturdy. But I have not been microneedling my nasolabial folds, which, I'm noticing more like lines here. And I'm definitely noticing, like when I smile, do you see like the lines here underneath my eyes? So that is my project 2026. Project 2026 is to microneedle those areas. Now, the neck. I am 6-7 months postpartum and my neck is really bothering me. And again, I'm way too harsh, but I just feel like I have all of these lines on my neck. It is also from, my weight gain. I went from like 145 to almost 190 during my pregnancy. She was a big baby, 9.5 pounds, emergency C-section. We'll talk about that later, but I gained a lot of weight. And so I am losing this back gradually. And so you guys, I was pumping for 6 months, breastfeeding, like your head is like this, you're on your phone like this, just the tech neck I'm really trying to work on. So I'm using the 1.0, which is a thicker needle head. I don't know if you can see. And I'm just doing this on the neck, in the necklines. And you can also do this on the stretch marks. You can also do it on the scalp. It's very important though that when using the Banisher heads that you're constantly replacing it. And you, for example, if you're using the scalp or the body, I actually recommend replacing it every time you use it because the skin is thicker, so it's going to go through more wear and tear. Versus, the surface area of your eye is so small, you could probably use that 0.25 head more times than you do a large area of your body or a large area of your scalp. For example, the neck, I pretty much replace it every single time I use the 1.0 head. You probably could get it to last 2 or 3 times, but you really want to work on replacing it, especially if the needles are going through a thicker part of your skin. All right, thicker, deeper, stronger part of your skin because it's going through more. So I hope this answers your question on that. Remember, the skin on your face is not that thick, about 1 millimeter, okay? So you don't need to go too deep in order to induce collagen. If you have really deep acne scars, if you are younger and you have deeper acne scars, you can use the 1.0 millimeter to work on the deep ice pick scars. So like right here, right here, right here. When I always have acne scars, you can even see these little like acne scars here, okay? And then people ask about the nose area. I would recommend the 0.25 head, and you can just microneedle around this area. Although it kind of tickles. It's kind of spicy for me, to be honest, but, you know, we get it to work. We get it to do its thing. The upper lip, too, is a little bit thinner. And definitely the lips are thinner. So if you do want to microneedle your lips, I would recommend the 0.25 head. So I hope this helps answer the questions. And let me know if you guys want different size heads or different shape of heads. I am working. Right now, you guys know that Banish is made in the same manufacturer, is made with the same manufacturer that pretty much makes all of the professional microneedling devices. They are FDA cleared for microneedling. I think they might be one of the only or very few FDA cleared, registered, whatever, for acne scarring and for like anti-aging and stuff. So yeah, they make a lot of the, they make most of the professional devices, but I have worked with them since 2012 to create the best, safest at-home versions. So our product is unique, it's patented, and no one can replicate it. So I'm working with them to create different like shapes and designs. So that way, if you need it to fit better into the skin or you want to solve a problem area, I'm here to help. So let me know. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.